Welcome to Investors Insights. Our topic today is behind the screens. We're thrilled to have you with us on President's Day, and I'm joined by my distinguished colleague, who's also Senior Vice President and Chief Investment Officer here at Five Plan Partners, Trey Booth. Trey, I'm excited about this vlog. We've never done this before, and the reason I'm excited is through the years, when we've done our vlogs, clients have emailed me, they've talked to me in person and said, all those screens in Trey's office, what's really going on? So today, we're going to take you behind the screens. And with that said, Trey, with the markets, what's going on with interest rates, all the things we've discussed in previous vlogs, explain these screens and what you're looking at every day.
So on the right side here is kind of our heat map. This is the different sectors of the stock market. You've got the energy sector, utilities, financials, and then the major indexes. And so this is telling us, green means good, green is up.
Yes.
Is there any area of the market that's up, or is it a full market move? Today appears to be a full market move where all sectors appear to be down. Then over here, this is different parts of the market over the last 2 days. And so it gives us context about what's happening today, and it's a second by second movement. So the blue line there is the 10-year Treasury yield. It's the most important interest rate in the world. It's what drives mortgage rates. It's what drives markets. It's what drives the Fed crazy. So we're looking to see, does the blue line, does it track with the red line? That's the S&P 500. That's the 500 largest stocks in the U.S., the most important equity index in the entire world. So we're seeing, are those two moving in the same direction together, or are they moving in conflict? Because typically if they're moving in conflict, that means it's due to Fed action, an outside buyer. When they move in the same, that interest rates going down and the stock market going down, that's people selling stocks, buying bonds. The reverse is true. People selling bonds, buying stocks. You see interest rates going up and stock prices going up. Then we're also looking at the blue line versus red line. The blue line is small stocks, the Russell 2000. The red line, again, S&P 500. So we're seeing if large stocks are outperforming small stocks. Large stocks are moved by institutional money managers. Small stocks are typically the individual investor, because the large pension companies, insurance companies, they can't buy small stocks. They may buy the whole thing. And so if they want to get in or out of the market quickly, they've got to focus on the large caps. So we're seeing, is it individual buyers or large buyers? And then finally, the orange and the yellow lines, that's the aggregate bond index and the Treasury yield index. And so we're seeing a spread there between corporate bonds and Treasury bonds. All this comes together to tell us not just what's happening in the last 2 days, but then over here, we've got the news coming through.
Right.
And what's fascinating to watch is, how does the market react to news? And you can really tell if a news story matters if the market reacts. What happens is, a lot of times you'll see a shining red light saying, we got big news, breaking news, and nothing happens. That means it's a ho-hum event.
It's a non-event.
They're just pumping up what should be, what they want you to think is a story, but if money's not moving, then it's really not a story. This is the truest indication of financial beliefs in a system of whether or not something's actually happening. The most activity we'll see is on a Fed day. If you ever want to come in here on the Fed announcement day, these charts are going crazy because the algorithms are on every single word that Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is saying. Interest rates moving up, moving down. People are wrong 1 second, right the other. This thing just goes absolutely crazy. But on most days, we're watching closely to see if anything is actually market impactful.
Yeah, and it also explains when things come out in the news media and clients call in here, we go, it's a non-event.
Right.
You don't need to worry about it. Our data is showing us the markets in comparison to what they're, for lack of a better word, hyping up in the news media.
What typically happens is the reverse. We'll see the market move in a drastic direction, and we say, well, I wonder why that is. And we wait, and maybe it'll be 1 hour, maybe it'll be 24 hours. The actual news hits.
Right.
The markets typically lead to news, not vice versa.
Right. And each of us have screens on our desk, but in your office here, we consider that, I've referred to it as the war room, the nerdery. It's also where we have our portfolio strategies meetings as we look at all the data and research that come in here. And we take that research and data, match it to our clients' financial blueprints and portfolios, and also apply it to what's occurring.
Yep, it's impossible to predict the future, but what you can do is react to the present.
Oh, well said. We hope you've enjoyed this Investors Insights. It's finally answered some of those questions. What are all those screens in Trey's office? We're going to keep you updated throughout the week, and we appreciate you believing in us, and know that every day here at Five Plan Partners, watching this kind of information, this data, we are striving to make your lives better, richer, fuller. Thank you.